Sitting here with the great Tony Williams.
Oh. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Thank you for joining, bro.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for joining us. As you know, it's June.
Yeah.
It's mental health, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So we are featuring men who are open with their mental health journey,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So you're one of the people, you're open, you're vocal on social media.
Yeah.
You talk about your different struggles and how you overcome them,
Yes,
and how
sir.
you deal with things. So could you introduce yourself and just kind of let us know a little bit about your platform?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Tony Williams. Yeah, just like Judah was saying, just trying to do better as far as standing for mental health. I think with us as actors, performers, anybody in the entertainment business, I think you do have a platform. So you can use it how you want to. And this is how I would like to use mine as it grows. Just want to bring more awareness to it, just so that people understand that there is other people that deal with depression, other people that deal with alcohol abuse, substance abuse, and all those things are factors of mental illness.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Outside of that, we can talk more about my story. I've dealt with it up close, still dealing with it up close, and just trying to do my part to prevent people from having to go down the road that I've had to go down.
Right on, man. Right on. That's powerful, bro. Because people they know the actor, right?
Yeah.
Where they know
Yes, sir.
the actor, right?
Yes, sir.
Tony Williams, but they don't necessarily know the person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it's an opportunity not for them to just like get to know everything about you, whatever, but just to put a little bit more depth to the face.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, just
man, a lot of people don't know I'm born and raised in Boston, Georgia. Yeah, that was not Boston, Georgia.
What?
So yeah, that's the actual place. And I just feel like just coming from a small town, like the big city can eat you up, man, for real.
Man.
If you're not prepared for it. But outside of that, born and raised in Boston, Georgia. Once I graduated, I went straight to the Navy. Got out of the Navy and went to film school. And I think that's where I began understanding mental health, not just with myself, but like my friends, my family, people that were dealing with it themselves, and understanding where it comes, like where depression comes from, where suicide thoughts come from, where does this drug addiction stem from? A lot of times, man, people don't understand. Like, if you feel like you're alone, you're gonna find company in something. Whether it's a bottle, whether it's a pill, a needle, something to smoke, and it's going to turn into an addiction.
Yeah.
When at the same time you can find an outlet.
Yeah.
You can find an outlet in whatever your religion is. You can find an outlet in fellowship. You can find an outlet in art.
Yeah.
And we don't understand that. There's so much attention that comes with this stuff. We get lost in that as opposed to using it for ourselves. Because acting, directing, even editing, I mean, that's my love, editing.
Okay.
I think all of that is an outlet, and you can use that. I'm not saying to rely on it, because at some point you're not going to have that outlet, but when you do have it, I think it can be beneficial for you. When you are feeling lost, when you are feeling down or depressed. Yeah. And maybe there's nobody available for you to talk to, but you got a script that you can read. You have music you can listen to. You have a Bible that you can read.
That's real. That's real, bro.
Yeah.
I was addicted to the attention.
Yeah.
The stage got me early, bro.
Yeah.
Early, it's easy.
Yeah.
The lights, the applause. People run up to you asking for the autographs.
Man, your ego.
I mean, the ego swells, right? Oh my God.
I did what?
The ego swells, man.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And that's a high that most people don't really get the experience.
Yeah.
You know, that's a high that you can't find that in any drug or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it can lead us down destructive paths, chasing that attention sometimes, right?
Yeah. And I feel like the dangerous thing with that is, I don't care if you're on set, 3 to 4 days. It's a high that you get when you're on set. Whether you're on set, in the studio, painting, whatever. If you're doing something you love, you get a high from that.
Yeah.
And when you, let's be honest, none of us is doing this full time right now. We all trying to get to that level. When you have to go back to that 9-to-5 job,
man,
after you've been doing what you love for the past 3 or 4 days, man, it can take a lot out of you. And people don't understand that. And my biggest thing that I'm trying to get, not just men, but people to understand, I don't understand, how it is with music or any other of the arts. But as far as acting, I have a process for when I'm getting into character.
Yeah.
And whether that character is somebody that has a mental illness or somebody that's just a outlandish person, I have a process to get to that point.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to get a process to get out of that. And the hardest thing before I had that, and shout out to Corey Pratt, because me and him spent the summer together.
Yeah.
Just talking about, the whys of these characters and everything. But yeah, just back to my point.
Yeah.
If you don't have a process for getting out of it, when they call cut and you driving back home and it hit you, it may not even hit you on the drive back home, but it'll hit you eventually. And you got to come down from that.
Yeah.
And it can be hard, man.
Yeah.
Just understand that you have people that you can talk to about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against your pride, nothing against your ego. It's about you as a person, just taking care of you mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very important, bro. And it's very powerful what you just said, because I think whether people are professional actors or not, we live in a society today where performance is a part of every job. It's a part of every institution. It's a part of every walk of life now. You have to be performative.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's part of the nation's mental health crisis. I think everybody in the nation is obsessed with putting on, the perfect face for social media, the perfect face for the perfect job, finding love, all these other things. They're popping balloons. They're doing everything to not face the reality of our nation has never healed yet from COVID-19. We are still all isolated.
Yeah.
We are still all trying to figure out how to socially navigate.
Yeah.
Shakespeare said the whole world's a stage and we're all actors in it. This time right now is that manifest.
Right.
What do you say to those people out there who feel like they're in the Matrix, bro?
Woo. Okay. Gotcha. We never rehearsed these questions. Huh?
I have.
Okay.
I have never.
That is a good one.
I have never rehearsed an interview in my life.
Hey. Okay.